It's Tuesday! Alright, so this week we've got the Wi-Fi inspection camera, and I'm pretty stoked about this one, to be honest. I think it's going to be extremely helpful. End attachment probes, 3 batteries so the kids can play with the toys at Christmas. Manual. This appears to be the unit itself. Looks like a breath test. Please blow into this, sir. This is obviously the lens end. And it's like the old USB port style connector. This is actually quite rigid. So that'll obviously be so you can guide it however you want, wherever you want. So we'll throw the batteries in this, we'll pair it up to the phone, and we'll see what the quality is, what it looks like, and we'll give it a test run in a pipe over there. I bought this mainly because I'm sick and tired of trying to fish cables myself when I'm doing stuff around the house. Like, I will be running a whole lot of data cables soon, and when I install an extra power point, or fix the TV aerial, things like that. This coming with a hook. One of these I believe is a magnet. It's got a little magnet there. If that's not strong enough for what I want to use, I can obviously always attach my own to it. Send this up, see what I'm doing in the wall cavity, and killing it. Also like to check my gutter downpipe, see if there's any, things like that. So I'm really looking forward to get this, and really looking forward to seeing how it actually works, So one of the first things you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to get this app, Videoscope 3. This is the one that works with this camera. I'm not sure if any others will work with it, but this is the one that they, promise you it's gonna work with. What I've done here is I went into settings on my phone, after downloaded the app, changed my Wi-Fi to this one's Wi-Fi, open up the app, and here I am already going. So as you can see, the camera's actually upside down, but the quality's not too bad. So here we are. This is the sort of quality we're getting. So there's the TV around the shed. So obviously you're not going to film your fond wedding memories with this, but that's more than enough detail to find whatever you're looking for. Alright, I've just gone and had a pretty big old play with this thing, and the way it was hard to both film the footage and watch the footage on the camera and not get my head in the way or whatever. But that's not going to be a problem for normal users and normal people, because they're not making videos, are they? But if you do want to make videos, just keep that in mind, I guess. Having said that, while we're on the video topic, this does not have the best frame rate. I'm not sure if it drops it down while recording, but it's choppy. But that's not going to be a huge issue, because you want to use this to get behind an immovable object. You wanted to grab that washer you dropped, your 10mm socket. I'm going to be using this a lot for fishing out of the wall. Just at home, seeing what's in my wall, what's in my way, putting the hook on it. If these hooks aren't good enough for pulling cables like I want, they're already made start for what you need yourself. They come with a magnet, picking up that little washer, picking that thing up from behind, What I did play with these buttons. These buttons change the brightness of the LED, which may not look a lot, but when you're actually in there doing stuff, turning it down to avoid reflection straight back into the lens, or up when it's dark, is very different to your picture. So it's very handy to have right there and there. The camera button takes still photos. I guess that would be if you need to show someone, like, here's the crack that I was telling you about, or this is the problem area. So that's pretty handy. The overall resolution isn't very high, but again, for its purpose, it's fine. Alrighty, so I've played with this for about half an hour now. I put it through a few different situations. I rammed it down pipe, and I put it in a drum full of water, and I checked out my snake and looked where he was in its cage. What I have been impressed with so far is the rigidness and the control you can achieve out of this. It's a bit hard to work out at first, but eventually you start working out, you know, you bend it here, you move it a little bit, and you move it, and you know, you can get quite, it's fiddly, but you can get exactly where you need to go. And just like that, you can see I can get around under something and then still move and look and change my direction, which is very handy. As for the footage you can get out of this thing, as I said, I did ram it down a pipe. I got it through a 90, down along and around some corners, all based off this. It's quite good. The footage, you have to play with this a little bit. At first I didn't realise that, but yeah, you can see exactly what's going on. I saw a lot of crud and stuff that on the weekend I'm probably going to have to pressure wash out of a pipe, you know, to make it work better. I threw it in a barrel of water, test out the IP and how it works underwater. You barely know the water's there once you're submerged, and it acts like normal. If I had a fish tank, I would probably ram it in there and we could have tested it out that way. And I chucked it in the snake cage, buzzed around there, you know. It's not going to get you National Geographic quality video, but you can see what's going on. You can look for that creepy crawly underneath that rock in that pipe, behind that gutter, you know, before you put your fingers there if you want to double check, or you think you saw something crawl, you know, you can pop this out like, oh yeah, nah, it's pretty good like that. For the overall picture quality, the better the light, the better the camera. That stands true to almost every camera on the planet, so I don't know what to make from that. It's good, it's very good enough. I mean, when I'm watching it on my phone screen and I'm moving around, the quality's perfect. I dare say if I was to pull the quality up on the big screen, you're not going to have as good, but you're not trying to film docos with this or anything, you know. This is for you to inspect and work out what's going on. It comes with a little checking under, little mini ants checking under cars for bombs mirror, which is pretty good. Gives you that extra level of sight, you know. If you're stuck in a tube and you want to look up straight out of the tube, you throw this on before you go in and you can see upwards. A little hook and a little magnet. The little magnet has got a decent amount of strength, as you can see right here. So if you're trying to pick up that little 10mm socket you lost, you know, you're gonna be right with that. Should be right. These just slide on. You put them in there. They got the little groove. Slide that whole thing on. Click it in and it ain't going nowhere, so that's handy. As you can see, the neck is strong enough to even hold that screwdriver, which is pretty good, so you know you're gonna have good luck retrieving stuff. The ones that they give you stay within the slim line of the hose, so it's good for all those situations where you need to be that thin. You can always duct tape and fashion your own to this for whatever purpose you're using, and you know, your mind's the limit what you can modify and do with this. I had a lot of trouble at first with the connectivity, so straight away I got on board. The instructions were easy to follow. Jump on, download the app, punch in the Wi-Fi, good to go. The problem I had was I had a VPN on my phone activated, so every couple of minutes would jump on and it'll try and kick me off the Wi-Fi, you know, interrupting my thing. So what I had to do is I had to turn the VPN off. I'm not quite sure what was running in the background anyway. Didn't need to be on, so that was my problem. At first I was cursing this out and I was getting real angry, but it turned out that, yeah, it was just a setting on my phone that I'd forgotten about and made a lot of sense when I found out. Well, that's my first impression, so tell me what you guys think. Is there anything I should have done with it that I didn't do? What do you want me to review next? What do you want to see? You know, there's more Tuesdays. There's always more Tuesdays. So drop us a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff, all that good stuff. You tell me. This channel's for you guys as well, so if you're watching, thank you very much. I mean, what else can I say? Cheers.